Hi there, in this video we're going to take a look at how to use the Lightning Conductor from the perspective of an end user. So we have an instance of the Lightning Conductor here which has several views. So we can see some documents, we can also see some tasks, we can also see planner plans as well. And what we're going to do is just learn how to navigate the Lightning Conductor, how to apply sorting and also filtering from the perspective of the end user. In later videos, we'll also have a look at how to configure the Lightning Conductor. So if you happen to be a site owner and you wish to create an instance of the Lightning Conductor so you can also configure it to aggregate content in your way, you'll be able to do that inside a site that you are the owner for. So first of all, let's just take a look at how to navigate the Lightning Conductor. So you'll notice inside here we've got, first of all, a drop-down list of views. Now this is my example, it may be different in your case. So what we have here is a list of documents, we also have tasks and planner plans, and I've also got tasks that are displayed in a different way as well. These are displayed inside of something called an adaptive card, and we'll take a look at what that means in just a moment. So what we'll do is first of all just start off with a document library view. So inside the document library view, you'll notice that there's other options to be able to refresh the content. So if you suspect that the content that is being aggregated has changed, you can go through and refresh it without having to refresh the entire page. You can also export the data as well. So this will export the data as it is inside the Lightning Conductor here into Excel. So if you want to take a snapshot of that, you can do. And that's just going to be the metadata around the documents, not the actual documents themselves. There's a link out to our documentation and of course out to our help tools as well. And you'll notice in here there's items such as suggest a feature or also submit a support ticket if you need to. So when we're looking at the Lightning Conductor, if we want to sort in a different way, we can just simply click the drop down for any of the columns. And notice here that we've got the sort ascending or sort descending. So if I hit the sort ascending, notice that we now have the date and time in the correct order. And we could go through and change that to the sort descending, obviously. And if we want to, we can also clear the sorting as well. So that's how we can change the sort, and of course we could do that on any of these columns. If we want to filter, then again we can filter on any column as well. So if we were to filter on something like a date column, notice that we can choose the filter option here. And we can specify the equal to operator if we want to look for something on a specific date, or we can also use something like the less than operator if we're looking for a date previously today. And if we're going to do that, what we can do is say how many days we want to offset it by. So if I want to look, for example, at documents within the last 365 days, we can just put a -365 in there, hit save, and we're now seeing documents that are up to 1 year old. And again, we can go through and clear that filter if we need to. You'll also notice that we can, of course, filter on other different types of fields as well. So this is on a people column. So if we were to sort or filter by the created by column, notice that we have an option to choose the me checkbox. So that is going to filter based on the user that I'm currently logged in as. So that's a quick way to see the content that belongs to you as a user that you created, or of course that you modified as well. And again, I'm just going to go through and clear that filter. And this time we're going to filter on a different user. So I will say is equal to, and I can start to type the other person's name. So we'll choose Sandy in this case, hit save, and notice it's bringing back any documents that Sandy created. And again, we can go through and clear that filter. Now, of course, Sandy may have created a document, but she may have also modified a document as well. So what we can do with an advanced filter is filter across columns by adding more than one condition, and then we can choose the column that we want to sort on or filter on. So in here we can choose the created by, but I could also choose the modified by as well. And for that we can say is equal to Sandy, or it was modified by Sandy. And we can then hit save, and notice that's bringing back the same content again. Okay, so that's how we can go through and apply sorting, and we can also apply filters. And if we go in and have a look at some other different types of views, so again, similar to a document library is a list rollup. So this is a task list rollup, and you'll see the very same options in here. So we can go through and sort, or we can filter by any column inside the task view. And we can also click on an item as well to be able to view the properties behind that item, and notice that is opening up in the modern side panel. That may be configured differently to open up as a new tab inside of your SharePoint environment. And some other examples that we have, this one here is using the planner plan view. So we can go through and select different plans, such as my marketing plan, and I could integrate some changes into this by clicking onto the people, and if we wanted to add a new person, we can just simply go through and select that person and assign them to that planner plan. We can also add new plans as well if need be. And the final one is a task card view. So this is using an adaptive card, and notice that we can view an item that will take me to the item in classic view, but we can also edit the item within the context of the site that I'm in as well. Okay, so that's just a quick tour of the Lightning Conductor, and in the next video we're going to take a look at how to configure the Lightning Conductor using the quick configuration. Okay, many thanks.